My name's Jack, and this is my very dirty 2012 Camaro. Yo, what's up guys? So today, I'm gonna be giving you a little overview of my car. But first, it's been beat. It's been through rainstorms. It's been driven a bunch. The water wheels that I put on seem to shoot mud and dirt all up the side. So let's get it cleaned up real quick. All right, so first let's go over the products that I use. We'll do this pretty quick. This right here is some turtle wax. It's cheap, it lasts forever. It gives a really good finish. I've been using it for as long as I've been detailing my cars. Next up, for the wheels and tires. The tires, I found this tire shine somewhere, I don't even know. It's good. Got a little detailer, or applicator, I guess. For the glass, I really kind of switch between. Sometimes this leaves it greasy, sometimes it doesn't. I have been using this a lot more recently. I'm gonna try these out today from Sud's Lab. I won this at a local car show for a door prize. For my wheels, Brake Bomber. Brake Bomber is the easiest wheel cleaner I've ever used. It's touchless, just spray it on, and it's good to go. Next up, for wash mitts, I got this like extension thing for Christmas. I've used it once. It's done pretty good. It helps out being a tall guy with a little car. Obviously, we got our wash mitt. Got a few microfibers, some drying towels. But other than that, let's get to washing. Alright, so we just rinsed off the car, and now we're about to do a hand wash. So, since the hood is vinyl wrapped, I'm gonna go ahead and dry it off right after I washed it, just because it seems to react a lot more to the sun being on it. Alright, so as you can see, we got the car all washed up. I always like to save the wheels and tires for last. Fender wheels are dirty. I'm going to do a contact wash on this, and I'm going to show you how Brake Bomber works on the actual wheel. I've already sprayed it down a few times. I'm going to go and give it one last little spray down just to get some of that loose dirt off. Next up, we have our Stealth Garage Brake Bomber. I like to give generously on the tire. And then on the wheel, I almost like to just try and get in all the cracks and crevices so that way I can do its work. So as you can see, I got it all layered on there. I'm gonna give the wheel a sec, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the contact wash on the tire. So I've got my tire brush. It's just a simple one out of Walmart. And I'm just gonna hit the tire pretty hard. I'm gonna try and stay away from the wheel with the wheel being satin finish. I don't wanna scratch it. As you can see, the spray plus the soap has turned the tire to this dirty color. So let's go ahead and give the tire and the wheel a rinse off and see what the difference is. All right, so as this one dries, we'll move to the next one. But as you can see already, the tire is shining. Obviously it will dry, but let's give this one just a few minutes. All right, as you can see, we got the whole car done on the outside. The wheel's still not completely dry. I got all of them finished up though. They're pretty good. I'm not gonna do a full interior cleaning today, but I am gonna get some of this trash out. Just kind of tidy it up. That way I can give y'all an overview of my Camaro. All right, so we're gonna start up front. Pretty simple. One of the first things I did, I wrapped the bow tie up front, a carbon fiber overlay. It's not the best, it was cheap. It actually does change the entire car. As you can see, the hood is wrapped in a satin black vinyl. I got that done at High Roller Wraps in Texarkana, if anybody's interested. Underneath the hood, it is a 3.6 liter LFX, which was actually replaced about a year ago. Everything is painted to match. This was aftermarket, surprisingly, painted to match. Strut bar, aftermarket, also painted to match. Cold air intake with the red funnel. No power upgrades, unless you call this a power upgrade. It just sounds cool, for real. And yeah, so under the hood is nothing special. It's a V6. Bought it when I was 17. Blew it up in about 6 months. Blew the timing chain up, I guess. But the new one is in here. It's been running good ever since. All right, for wheels, I've had 2 sets of wheels on this actually. I started out with the gloss black. I switched to a satin black Anovia Elder and an 18 by 9.5. It's sitting on some Toyo Extensia HP2s. I've had those tires ever since I've had the car, and I really love the finish on this. So as you can see, the wheels, they match the satin black hood. Let's move on to the interior. And as we move inside, the interior, again, nothing special. It is dirty. Please excuse the shoes. But we'll start out, we have carbon fiber on the steering wheel, the dash, the gear shift, and this paneling right here. I do have a GoPro mount, and I have some pillows and stuff with red stitching in the seat. Nothing crazy. I got some paddle shift extenders in red to match the car. But yeah, that's the interior. All right, so move the back side of the car. We have a wicker bill. This is from eBay. It's the only one I could find to fit the OEM spoiler. It uses rib nuts to go in. I had to get somebody else to do it. It was a tough job. Tail lights are tinted 5% with painted bezels. As you can see, the paint is starting to peel in a few different spots. And the back bumper has seen better days. I promise I didn't do it, Mom. But the rear bow tie is also wrapped in carbon fiber. And for the exhaust is a cat back straight pipe. Pretty much just a muffler delete with OEM tips. It sounds pretty good to me. Other people seem to disagree. All right, and in the trunk of the Camaro, small space, I had to go with a 888 setup from Scar. Those 8s run at 1200 watts. We can remove this plate right here. 1200 RMS. It's wired in, line out converter to this OEM radio. For 3/8, they sound pretty good. Other than a few essentials, we got a detailing bag and whatnot back here. As you can see, our decals color matched all the way around. I have some sponsored decals on the back. We've got our clutch supply decal up top, if you can see it. And then moving back to the side, both door handles are carbon fiber. And then I do have blacked out Camaro badges. Those are a pretty early mod. Huge thank you to Jaden, or he helped me film. He's gonna help me edit. He's been on the YouTube grind. I'll make sure to put his link in the description. And y'all get him to 450 subscribers. That's his goal. And that'll conclude the video on my 2012 Camaro. I get a lot of hate for it to be V6, but I bought it with my money, so kiss my butt. Peace. Me and Jaden were sitting there editing the video. We forgot to tell you about our car show coming up in March 30th in Magnolia, Arkansas at the Boys and Girls Club in the back lot. Put a flyer right here. Make sure to follow Southwest Whips with a Z on all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we're everywhere. Y'all show some support. Thank y'all.